In this video we are going to talk about deadliest birds in the world you don't want to mess with. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Most people would put birds at the bottom of a list of the most dangerous creatures, and properly so. The vast majority of birds are too tiny and lack natural weapons to cause anything other than minor damage. Birds, on the other hand, are the most diversified group of animals, coming in various shapes and sizes, some of which are large and razor-sharp. Size does matter in this ranking, with some of the most dangerous birds being larger than the average man. The killer bird's arsenal includes more than just size and strength. Number 10. Pitohui. The Pitohuis, which are found across New Guinea's jungles, are the only birds known to carry a poison. Pitohui comes in 3 varieties, the most deadly of which is the hooded Pitohui, Pitohui dicris. The potent neurotoxic chemical batrachotoxin, the same poison found on the skin of poison dart frogs, is present in the skin and feathers of this unassuming-looking, vividly colored bird. This is one of the most dangerous toxins on the planet. The Pitohui is thought to obtain the poison in the same way that the South American frog does, that is, it does not create it, and instead obtains it through its diet. The melirid insect, which frogs and birds are known to eat, is the most likely source. Even if the bird only has minute amounts of batrachotoxin, even a fraction of a gram can cause paralysis, cardiac arrest, and death. Despite the fact that no deaths have been traced to the Pitohui, its natural defense has earned it the nickname rubbish bird because it cannot be eaten. Number 9. Great Northern Loon. The loon is a huge water bird that inhabits North American and European lakes. It is arguably best recognized as the bird that appears on the Canadian currency, the loonie, and as its nickname. They're also known for their call, which is a kind of echoey, yodeling scream that's often heard in the backdrop of films set in this region because it provides instant ambience. These common loons can grow up to 3 feet, 1 meter, in length and weigh up to 12 pounds, 5 kilograms. They have a heavy dagger-like bill and feed primarily on fish, which is why they are on this list. This beak is so sharp and durable that North American Indians used it as an arrowhead. The loons, on the other hand, prefer to battle and protect themselves with them. Male loon fights aren't common, but when they do happen, they seem to have a 30% death rate. When defending themselves and their young, great northern loons can be highly aggressive. Ornithologists were attaching ID rings on the bird's legs when an attack on a human happened, according to the story I heard. The loon stabbed the man with its beak, which went through his rib cage and into his heart, killing him instantly in what was most likely a freak accident. Number 8. Mute Swan. As you scroll through this list, you'll see that when it comes to the world's most dangerous birds, size does matter. The top 10 heaviest birds are all flightless, but they don't get much bigger than the mute swan when it comes to flying birds. One specimen from Poland weighed in at a whopping 51 pounds, yet a huge male of this size is more likely to weigh around 30 pounds. Swans need very powerful wings to lift their bodies off the ground. They have strong, muscular necks and a severe bite to go along with them. When you combine this with the swan's proclivity for defending its nesting sites aggressively in pairs, it's easy to see why swans have a reputation for being extremely hazardous. There's no denying that they can injure humans, but what about the rumor that they can break a man's arm with their wings? The swan's primary weapon, after all, is its wings, and it possesses a bony spur on the joint for exactly such instances. However, after reading multiple publications on the subject, it appears improbable that a swan's wing could break an adult human's arm. Given that swans' bones, like those of all flying birds, are engineered to be light rather than strong, the swan is more likely to break its own wing in such a brutal attack. However, swans have broken the bones of a lot of children and the elderly. Number 7. Harpy Eagle. The harpy eagle of South America is possibly the most lethal bird that has never killed a human. This eagle is one of the largest of all the eagles, coming in second only to the Steller's sea eagle in terms of size. But what the harpy eagle lacks in size, it more than makes up for in strength. There have been reports of these eagles snatching toddlers. Although this is a distinct possibility, it is most likely the stuff of legend. What is known is that a Harpy eagle attacked a BBC cameraman to defend its nest, knocking him out and thanking his lucky stars that he was wearing a Kevlar stab-proof vest. Number 6. Herring Gull. Seagulls appear to have gone from being the evocative soundtrack of the seaside to public enemy number 1 over the last century. The Avane terrors known as shitehawks, sky rats, or whatever you want to name them, have made eating anything outside in a British beach town potentially perilous. Anyone who eats a bag of chips in broad daylight is likely to be dive-bombed by a swarm of seagulls homing in like heat-seeking missiles. Cuts to the face, and even within the mouth, are common injuries from such swoops and grabs. These gulls can be vicious while guarding their nests, which is rather common given they tend to nest in built-up areas. The attacking seagull's normal tactic is to make a few of low passes, which may include emptying its bowels or stomach on the victim. If this doesn't scare them away, the gull will take to the air and dive-bomb its prey from behind. Gulls use their keen claws to rake the victim's head, which is often enough to draw blood. Attacks on family pets have been more extended and severe, with a dog and turtle being pecked to death as examples. Number 5. Ostrich. The ostrich is the world's tallest bird, standing 9 feet tall and weighing over 330 pounds. Ostriches can run at 45 miles per hour and weigh over 330 pounds. Despite the fact that they are not able to fly, they are well known for their kicks. Strong enough to kill a human or even a lion. Depending on the season, they can also be found in couples or small flocks. They are native to North America, and their long legs serve as weapons in territorial battles. For $35 to $50, they have 3 stomachs and a single piece of ostrich egg cells. Number 4. Emu. Emu is the world's second tallest bird. They have long necks and legs and are soft, feathered, and flightless. Their brown tint helps them blend in with the environment. They have been known to go weeks without eating. They're only found in Australia and can only live for 5 to 10 years. They are curious birds that have been known to approach humans, and they may be seen in the wild. There have been documented incidents of humans that are particularly protective of their kids and family. They are a parrot species native to New Zealand's South Island. Peas attack sheep with their powerful beak and claws, ripping the layer of wool off the animal and munching on it. They are also known as the clown of the mountains because they live in forests in alpine regions. Peas attack sheep with their powerful beak and claws, ripping the layer of wool off the animal and munching on it. Number 3. Shrikes. Shrikes have dainty tails and legs, as well as large chests and heads, which are typical of this bird. They are little birds with a small amount of ferocity. Predators, like other birds, are territorial, and shrikes are no exception. Carnivores are members of the landed family. They're most renowned for breaking their victim's neck into little parts on the spur of the moment. Small rodents are generally their target. Because of their feeding habits, shrikes are sometimes known as butcherbirds. Number 2. Comrades red-tailed hawk. These are lovely birds that may be found throughout North America. They are quick-witted and efficient hunters who hunt in pairs, blocking off the routes of their target as they flee. They are 45 to 65 centimeters in length, and have a 1 to 1.5 m wingspan. They are occasionally seen assaulting humans, such as in a band, primarily because they regard humans as a threat to their eggs. Number 1. Petrel. They're no longer willing to tamper with petrel. These least worried swimmers, which range in length from 80 to 100 centimeters, may be found all throughout Africa and Antarctica. They make holes in seals and whale carcasses with their bill. These petrels are also the only members of their species and family with long enough legs to walk on land. They have a 20-year lifespan. Their robust and powerful wings caused injuries to humans as a kind of defense, and their nest is found on the rocky or grassy ground. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.